Hello everyone, welcome to another segment of our Q&A section with Cody Hugg, philosophy expert. Good to see you, Cody.
Good to see you.
Today we're going to talk about the fine-tuning argument for God's existence. Now this is when I talk with friends or those who, aren't sure if God exists or don't believe in God. This is one of my favorite arguments to use because it's just so undeniable that there had to be a designer or fine-tuner for our universe. As you know, there are laws of physics and certain numerical values attached to these laws that if changed in the slightest bit, either we wouldn't be here or our universe would not be here. Stephen Hawking, in his book A Brief History of Time, who happens to be an atheist, says this: if the rate of expansion 1 second after the Big Bang, the beginning of the universe, had been smaller by even 1 part in 100,000 million, the universe would have recollapsed before it ever reached its present size. So it's quite remarkable that even the expansion of the universe, how fast the universe was expanding, was precisely fine-tuned for there to be a universe and for us to be here. So if we were to put this into a logical argument, it would be the fine-tuning is not due to chance, because we've seen how minuscule you can change these constants.
The probability
of it
is outrageous. It's beyond reasonability. Yeah.
So therefore, the fine-tuning is due to a fine-tuner.
It would have to be. You would have to have a outside cause that is able and willing and powerful enough to have this type of ability to fine-tune things, and also have the knowledge of what is needed to be fine-tuned and what is needed to continue this type of environment, the universe, how to keep it consistent, how to keep it alive, if you will. If you have a kid growing up, you'd have to know what to feed the kid and how to take care of that kid in order for the child to grow up as an adult. Well, the universe is like God's kid. He knew beforehand what to do, how to grow it, and how to continue it in His will. So we see that there is a fine-tuning, and that fine-tuning needs, as you said, a fine-tuner. There's laws. We need a lawgiver. We see design. Exactly. There needs to be a designer. Because
not only is our planet Earth 8 light minutes from the sun, which is a perfect distance away, but also the expansion rate of the universe was finely tuned. The four fundamental forces of nature, the gravitational force and so on, are precisely tuned.
The tilt of the Earth, as well, the speed that the Earth is traveling in orbit, everything.
There's
works
just a
together.
whole slew of these constants and laws that have been precisely fine-tuned. As you said, all laws come from a lawgiver.
Absolutely. And even the distance, not just with the sun, but with the moon. If the moon was even closer, we would be in a flood every day, at least twice. The high tides would be so high, it would just cover the Earth. We would be flooded multiple times in a day. So, just all these little details in the universe. It's too perfect.
Oh yeah.
It seems like there's something fishy going on.
Yes. And as a Christian theist, we know why this is so.
We have an accountability for that.
But a common objection, a very strange objection, because this has put atheism on the defensive, especially since it's a scientific argument, is that, well, if the universe was a different way, if the fundamental forces of nature were a different way, the laws were a different way, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really much of a refutation. It's just affirming what we already know.
Yeah, they're giving a theoretical, a hypothetical. It's like, no, let's deal with reality here. Okay, you're giving a hypothetical that doesn't exist. You cannot use that for your argument. This is reality. Why does it exist? Don't give me a representation.
The why question.
Don't give me a representation, saying, oh, well, it works. It's like, we know it works, but why does it work? Why is there fine-tuning? It's like, oh, there is design. Why is there design? They're giving us, basically, they're feeding us our own arguments and just changing the words around.
So when we're talking to those who are, especially with a scientific background, or this really can be used with anyone, if you present it in a simple form, you can just simply point out to those who are unsure if God exists, or atheists, or just need a little boost in their confidence, that all laws come from a lawgiver, or that the fine-tuning is either due to a fine tuner, or if you want to have a radical faith-based position, you can say it's due to chance.
Sure, absolutely. If you want to affirm to that, sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much, Cody.
Thank you.
And for more videos like these, which explore the arguments for and against God's existence, please check out our website, pleasetellmethetruth.org. And remember, if you have the truth, it will set you free.